Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Meoni, talking about all things Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're looking at a developer blog on the official blog. This will be linked in the description of the video. Talking about the event that starts in 2 days then, on the 10th of this month. And that's all about the Mighty Moonfire Rangers, or the Moonfire Fair 2023. If you saw my previous video talking about the event rewards and the Kamen Rider sort of like inspiration for the outfit, or Power Rangers, just depending on what your childhood was comprised of. Mine was mostly Power Rangers. We didn't really have that much else over here, but yeah, I definitely get the feel of it, and the artwork was fantastic. This developer blog, though, as you can see, goes into a little bit more further detail. We got a much better look at the actual outfit here, so I thought that was worth looking at. And they've also shown it dyed, but what they've also shown is what it looks like on a Lalafell in comparison. So this is a really good side by side. I'm glad they went into the effort of doing this, because traditionally we only get like a frontal picture like this, and it's all very zoomed out and it's quite pixelated. Even if we zoom in the page or open the image in a second tab, it's very pixelated. So it's nice to have some perspective, especially when something like this is so detailed. The one thing I will notice, though, I don't think on any of these shots they've shown the back of the outfit, which appears to have some kind of like metal cape, which they still haven't focused on. It does look really cool in these very obvious iconic colors. Which ranger will you be? I don't know. Personally, I'm probably going to dye this black. I've always liked the black ranger. I thought he was the coolest, but there we go. But yeah, the Lalafells look amazing in this, by the way. But you can see in further detail the glow on the mask, as well as this badge, which I can now make out is the Meteor logo, right? Lit up in LEDs, so presumably this is a glow. So at night time, if people are wearing this and running towards you, it really is going to look quite special, isn't it? I do like glowy armor. It says, yeah, there's only room for one Red Ranger per team. That's right. So they're fully dyeable. Available to level 1 and above, and I'm not sure if this is a Hrothgar. It couldn't be, probably, but they should work for Viera and Hrothgar, because they're essentially helmet, like head replacer helmets, aren't they? So if you know anything about how Viera and Hrothgar work, essentially if something is a helmet, usually it replaces the head. Like it literally just deletes the head of a character and pretends that they are inside the helmet itself. Now, this is something I wish they would do with more items, and obviously the restrictions are that if you can still see the character's face and it's just a hat, usually that doesn't work. So this should work on Viera and Hrothgar. A point to note here, though, is I think this, the Green Ranger, is actually a Makote, because you can see this like ear. Now, some people hate this when they do this traditionally. So you can guess that these are probably more normalized humanoid races, although you can see on the side of the Lalafell ears also have their own ear pocket. Should we call it an ear pocket? That's brilliant. I like that. I'm gonna trademark that, ear pocket. And Makote look to have polar ear caps, because they're on the top. So it makes me wonder if there's going to be any showing of horns. There's never usually like a horn pocket, is there? So I think this is either Hrothgar or, I mean, he looks very burly, right? But you can imagine that your character's probably going to have ear pockets. But yeah, that's cool, isn't it? I like that. Some people hate it, like I say, though, when they do this. They'd rather just have it as a helmet. But I think it adds a little bit more diversity to the helmets, like there is some thought gone into the race that it was designed for. But yeah. Anyway, so more detail on the actual event then. There's actually a photo spot. It says this unique photo spot will be available to help set the stage for some amazing photos. Gather your friends and rivals to host your very own performance. This is fantastic. Now, you might think, well, this is just going to be overly crowded, but if you add specific people to your friends list and go in G-Poach, you can turn off everyone else. This is going to be a great backdrop. It's got the summer sky in the background. This looks like it's in Costa del Sol, the water just off from there. That's usually where the Moonfire Fair takes place. And yeah, they've got the wooden decking and stuff with some spotlights. So maybe at night this also looks cool. I will definitely be making the most of this. Try and get some people to dress up as villains or something. And it says, at a glance, it seems like your typical stage with no standout features besides a nice view of the sea. But then So, it says you'll be greeted with explosions of color that sets the perfect backdrop for you and your ensemble. Don't worry, it won't get on your clothes. This is fantastic. So periodically, I guess these pyrotechnics go bang. That would be so cool to have that, or just like slowly walking away from the explosion, as they have done here. With the poses. And of course, we've got the ranger poses in the cash shop. So if you've got some spare money, you could probably pick those up. Better detail then, as you can see, it looks like those chained robes, chained like cape. Let's call it a cape. Seems to be draping black. This is just fantastic though, even though this is a low resolution image. I really can't wait for this event. Some people were on the fence about this outfit. Some people outright hate it. I'm the sort of person that finds fun in things like this. So there we go. Emotes with flashy poses like Advent of Light or Black Ranger pose, recently used in the Eorzean Aerobics. Oh god, that video. It's quite a funny video if you've not seen that. Where they essentially, wake up, Popoto, go do some work, go do some exercise. Like, oh no, oh, it's hitting too close to home. I am the Popoto, right? And that's pretty much it. But one thing they don't show here, but they showed on, I think it was Instagram or a picture elsewhere, is that essentially you will have the jumping puzzle back. So a lot of people will be excited for that. And yeah, if you've always wanted to do the jumping puzzle, that seems to be here. As to what the quest entails, it's anyone's guess, but I do like the stage. That is a nice additional feature, and I'm looking forward to getting a cool outfit. But yeah, very excited for this one. I hope you are as well. In a couple of days from now, we'll be not looking at explosions and pulling amazing emote faces. Let me see who has the best picture from this event. And tag me that on, I was going to say Twitter, but it's called like Xer or whatever now. I don't know. Tag me in some photos. I love to see it. Anyway, much love, and I'll see you all next time. Link in the description.